Hey everyone! So before this video starts, I just wanted to let you know that I have new merch available. I'm gonna put a link in the description box below for all the merch that's out. Um, don't go onto the link in my banner because I tried scrolling down to the bottom of my Teespring page and it wouldn't let me. So in order to see my new merch for trains that are coming, you have to go to the description box below and click on the products that you are interested in. So without further ado, let's get started. Hey everyone! So for today's video, I'm joined with my friend Abby, and we are going to talk about how we wrote the song Trains That Were Coming. So Abby, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Abigail. I'm a songwriter by trade, songwriter, poet, etc. Um,
Can we find your stuff anywhere online?
No.
Don't you have a Facebook page?
Yeah, I do. I do have a Facebook page. It's sort of inactive at the moment. I've been writing a lot of new stuff, so it's not kind of anything that new that I've been working on hasn't been posted anywhere. But I'm working on stuff, so there might something might appear at some point relatively soon.
I will put a link to your Facebook page in the description, so people can find you.
Just hopefully they won't be disappointed when they see that the last time I posted on it was a while ago.
That's okay. Okay, so how did we write Trains That Were Coming?
I think it started. I wrote like the first verse.
Yeah.
If you remember.
It was in like Tim's class, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
But like,
it was in a composition class.
Yeah, I can't remember what he asked us to do though. Like, what was his task? Why didn't we end up writing about trains?
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't literally about a train, it was a metaphor.
Yeah, metaphor. So the metaphor was basically in the chorus when we wrote about train, why won't you come? It's never too late. I will always be here waiting for you. It's actually about how the homeless people are waiting for people to care about them, but it feels like no one ever asks them if they're alright, and they're just waiting and waiting for the train to come. So that's that's kind of where we use the metaphor.
But like, I don't know, to be honest. Like, he just told us to do some vouchers.
And then we just went up in Paris.
Some random thing like, I've been waiting 15 days.
And then I was like, how did you come up with that?
Yeah, how did you do that? And I just made up some stuff. Like, I wasn't trying to like do anything amazing. I was just kind of like saying some random words, and I was like, sure, why not?
And then I think you said the main point, like, trains never coming, like, in the first verse. And then, so we decided to turn it into, like, a train song.
Yeah, I think it was then you liked it.
Yeah.
And you went away and you, like, wrote out all of these lyrics and stuff.
For the rest of the song.
Yeah, and you were like, I've got all of these other lyrics. I don't know if I've got a melody or not, kind of thing.
Oh, really? Like, is that what I said? Oh, yeah, because you came up with the chords, right?
Yeah.
Our whole song is just, like, 4 chords all the way through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I sent you a voice note back of me playing on ukulele.
Do you still have that? And then I actually have like my notebook here from 2018.
I found it. Yeah, so I basically sent you this voice note of me singing Train, and then basically you like went from there.
Oh my gosh, can you play it?
I'm so scared.
I can cut it out if you don't like it.
And I can see the end of the rain. Oh, down before I can't even reach last place.
Oh my gosh.
Why won't you come? It's never too late. I will always be here waiting for you. Train, why won't you come? It's never too late. I will always be here waiting for you. I've seen the sunrise and I've seen the sunset far too many times, and I'm already sick and tired of it. Oh, train, why won't you come? It's never too late. I will always be here waiting for you. Train, why won't you come? It's never too late. I will always be here waiting for you. Oh, you heartless people, looking past me, not even asking if I'm alright. It's freezing cold, it's dark and I'm alone. I wanna go, but there's no train to take me home. Train, why won't you come? It's never too late. I will always be here waiting for you. Train, why won't you come? It's never too late. I will always be here waiting for you.
Oh my gosh. Now listening back to that, I feel like I changed the melody a bit. Like, your bridge is like lower than my bridge now.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, so I found this notebook like before we this Skype call. And then, so I realized we actually wrote it in chunks. So like, Tim probably gave us like 20 minutes in that class. Every time he gave us a task, it was like 20 minutes or like half an hour. And then, so that's how you came up with the first verse. After you came up with the first verse, I went home and I came up with the chorus. Also, in the lyrics that I wrote, there weren't any oohs. But then, did you add them like just randomly, or?
I mean, they just seem to work, I guess, as like a way to break up the different sections. I changed the order of some of your lyrics, like I kept the same ones, but there's like in the way that you wrote it, you put like, I've seen the sunset and I've seen the sunrise, I think.
Oh, and then you change it.
So that like, you had like that A-B rhyme.
Yeah, so I found this was the first verse that Abby wrote. You can tell by the writing. So I wrote like the chorus here.
Like when you sent those lyrics across to me, you didn't specify like whether one was a chorus or one was a second verse. So
oh yeah, because I didn't write it. I just wrote back then in 2018. My songwriting was just write whatever comes out of my mind.
So you wrote that part and then you wrote the next part, like the bridge and everything.
Yeah.
You wrote that after, but you sent it to me all as one block.
So
you just sent me all of the lyrics.
Yeah.
And I organized it into sections.
Yeah, because I think like 2018 was like the year of songwriting for me. Like I wrote so many songs, but like I just started learning how to write pop music. When I started, I just like write it in chunks. Whatever comes out my mind, I just like write it. I remember when I was walking to college every day, there were two homeless people outside of Sainsbury's. You remember?
Mm.
When we wrote the train song, I imagined myself as them. And the bridge is like all you heartless people walking past me, not even asking if I'm alright. I'm imagining myself as the homeless people outside Sainsbury's. So many people like walk past them every day. Not a lot of people ask them.
Most people don't even glance at them because I think it makes them feel too ashamed because they know that they're not helping them. So they just sort of like don't look so that they don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
And it's so horrible because it's so isolating for people that are living on the streets to have people constantly walking past them, but they literally are just ignoring it as if they don't exist.
Yeah, and also I just remembered how the second verse came because I see them every day, even when I walk home 10:30, because that's when our college closed. They were still there, and then I think that's why I came up with I've seen the sun set, and then I've seen the sun rise. I imagine the place that they were in, they can see the sunset and the sunrise, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I know what you
And
mean.
then I think that's how I came up with the verse of the bridge. And then for the chorus, I just came up with the chorus because of your line, trains that were coming. So yeah, that's how you wrote the song.
So when I sent the initial recording, I was making up most of it on the spot.
Really? Like the melody?
Yeah, like the melody. Let's just see if a melody comes into my head. So I just sort of recorded it on the spot.
Wow,
Like
that's
I put some
amazing.
thought into it, but I, like not as much as I maybe should have done. And yeah, so I think that part was literally I just kind of started doing it, and I was like, oh, I guess that works. Sure, why not?
Yeah, it actually
So
worked
yeah.
like really well as well.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, so that's basically the end of the video.